Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is I'm leaving now. The scripture comes from Deuteronomy 9:1. Here is Israel. You are now about to cross the Jordan to go in and dispose the nations greater and stronger than you, with large cities that have walls up to the sky. The people are strong and tall, Anakites. You know about them and have heard it said, who can stand up against the Anakites? So here's the message. Baby, I had a hard time with that scripture right there. But anywho, here's the message. God said for somebody, there is someone that assumes just because you may be, I feel like this is somebody you either transitioning into a new territory or you're transitioning into a new position, and this is someone that feels as though you no longer can handle your old position. I don't know how to say that. It's like somebody believes that your old position is vacant, or somebody is believing that you cannot handle everything all together, and they're feeling like eventually everything is going to fall apart. God said that is not the case. This is a situation where you're going to go out there. Okay, it say, "Hear Israel, you are now about to cross the Jordan to go in and dispose this nations greater and stronger than you, with large cities that have walls up to the sky." God said it don't matter how somebody may feel as though they're very guarded. It could be someone that feels as though they are safe from anything happening. It could be somebody that is acting a little bit, how do I say it? I just feel like it could be somebody that feel like, they big, tall, and tough or whatever. God said you still be able to take that down real quick. It's not a situation where, you will not overcome. It's not going to happen. It's just not. And that's the message. Like, God is saying it don't matter what it is that you may come across. It doesn't matter what it is that you may be going through. It don't matter. When it really come down to it, when God say that he gonna work it out and everything gonna work out for you, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. And God is saying, when God give you a position, it don't mean like, it's kind of like if somebody was to assume that just because God gave me a new position in prophesying online doesn't mean that I can't sell makeup and lashes anymore. And I just feel like God is saying that it's that kind of vibe. This is somebody, just because you are moving into this new position does not mean that you will no longer be fulfilling the other position that you had. You're going to do both of them. And God said this is whatever enemy this is that's being judgmental. I feel like this is somebody that's saying, oh, they not going to be able to this, that, and the third anymore. God said you're going to knock them down. You're going to knock them down. This will be like somebody, like let's say you have been promoted to working at, like let's say you're working retail and now you're being promoted to being on the cash register. And somebody's trying to say, well, I don't think that they're going to be able to be on the cash register and, put things away at the end of the night at the same time. You can do both because you already did the first one. And while you may not be able to work the cash register and clean up at the same time, it don't mean that you can't come from behind there. But as somebody that used to work a cash register, it don't mean you can't come from behind there and go and help your teammates so y'all can go home faster. And I just felt like that kind of vibe. It's just like, even if it's like let's say somebody go from being a single mother to being in a relationship or being married or something. It doesn't mean just because you're now in a relationship or you're married now, it doesn't mean that you can no longer be a mother to your kids. That don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? And like, it could even be a situation where the person that's being judgmental to you, maybe they had a hard time with it. Maybe it didn't work out for them. But just because it didn't work out for them don't mean that it ain't going to work out for you. And I had a co-worker like that one time when I was working retail that felt like, she side-eyeing everybody that get on the cash register because she had a hard time on the cash. But that's her. That ain't had nothing to do with me. It's not my fault that she ended up coming up short. I think she came up short. Dang near, I don't even remember, but it wasn't no chump. It was like chump change, but not really chump change. Like it was a pretty penny. But yet and still, I ain't never had that problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real, and I just feel like when it come down to it, for whoever this for, just because they had certain issues and they had problems with this, they had problems with that. This went bad, that went bad. That's their business. That don't have nothing to do with you. And you know what I'm saying? It's not your fault that they can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time. But that don't mean that you can't chew bubblegum and walk at the same time. You feel me? I just feel like that's what it is. God saying you're going to defeat this person easy, pronto, without a problem. Without any problems. Just like I'm thinking about the movie Major Pain, when the boys called that man up there to fight him. And at first the man was getting some licks in, but then Major, you know what I'm saying, eventually, easy. It like light work, okay? And I just feel like for whoever it's that kind of vibe. It's like whatever this person is saying or whatever they're insinuating, it sounds good right now. And you know what I'm saying? It's not even a situation where you should interfere. Let them say what they gotta say. But God said you're gonna prove them wrong. And when you do this, it's gonna defeat them. Because they shouldn't have put their mouth on that anyway. They shouldn't have put their mouth on it anyway. That's just like if you was working at a beauty shop and you sit at the table doing nails all day and you decide to go back and get your cosmetology license, and now you do hair and nails, and somebody try to say, oh, well, you can't have your nail clients anymore because you do hair now. No, boo. We do both now. We do both now. And that's what it is. We do both now. It's not just a situation where, we can only do one. No, we going to do both. And we going to excel at it. That's the message. God said you're going to do both. And you're going to do very well at whatever it is. Whatever this is concerning, you will be able to do both. For somebody, it could be you working 2 jobs. You're going to be able to do both. And live normally and function normally, and everything is going to work out for you. God said this is something like, for whoever this for, it's good news. It's good news. This is somebody that there has been someone that has been able to try to say you can't do both, and you can't do this, and you can't do that. This is it's control. God says somebody they want control. They want to control what you got going on. They want to control your comings and goings. So they want to control how much, what level you at work. They want to control how your paychecks is looking. They want to control. They want control. They want control. They want control. But God said, for whoever this for, you going to be able to handle this here easy. Like, I just feel like it's going to be light work. It's not a situation. Whatever it is, you can do both. And I really feel that in my heart, for whoever this, you good at both. And this may be somebody that's mad because they weren't able to be good at both. That's not your problem. And that's what it is. Because, you know what I'm saying, it don't matter who it is. It could be a family member. It could be a friend. It could be a co-worker. This is somebody that is trying to judge you. They're trying to put judgment upon you and say that you can't do something because when they tried it, it didn't work out. You can't do something because A, B, C, D, and E. You know what I'm saying? You don't pick the same jobs that they pick. You don't have to work with the same people they had to work with. It could be a situation where you are not going to date the kind of person they would date. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to marry the same kind of person they marry. It could be, like, whatever it is, it's like you and them, y'all 2 different people. So just because something didn't work out for them, don't mean it ain't going to work out for you. And it's not fair for them to go around trying to make other people believe that it won't work out for you so they can talk you out of your blessing, which is what I feel like this is. This is somebody, they want to talk you out of your pay raise. They want to talk you out of your husband. They want to talk you out of your wife. They want to make you believe that you can't handle it. You got to pick one. You can't handle both. God said not only can you handle both, but you will. You gonna handle both and you gonna be good at it. You gonna handle both and you will excel. You gonna handle both and you gonna do that. Like, I just feel like, and that's what it is. God says it's not gonna be a situation where you not gonna be able to do both and you gotta choose. Nah, baby. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.